Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has programs like Living the Country Life, Successful Farming, and the National Day Spotlight, along with Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and more. Plus, weekend programming like Midwest Country Music Originals, Country Legends Jukebox with Jay Dean, and Les Butler and Friends Bluegrass Gospel Hour. All of this plus all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com, download the app with Apple and Android devices, or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Watt Cheer Fire and Rescue will have their soup supper this Saturday, January 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. The menu includes chili, potato soup, Wisconsin cheese soup, and dessert. Deliveries are available within Watt Cheer city limits. Call or text for deliveries. Stop by the Watt Cheer Fire Station at 414 South Barnes Street in Watt Cheer this Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. for their soup supper and support Watt Cheer Fire and Rescue.
The City of Sigourney will be accepting bids for the removal of snow from various locations in the city. All sealed bids must be received by 4 p.m. on Monday, January 19th, 2026, at the City Clerk's Office, 100 North Main Street, Sigourney, Iowa. The snow and ice must be removed in a timely manner and according to the City Code of Ordinances. Proof of liability insurance will be required. You may review a copy of the contract by contacting the City Clerk at City Hall. The City of Sigourney is an equal opportunity employer. And welcome in. Time for basketball here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube. Skunk River Radio Facebook, as we've got a night of action here in New Sharon, Iowa. North Mahaska taking on Moravia. We'll start with the girls here in just a few minutes, and then we'll have the boys approximately 7:30 here again on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube. Skunk River Radio Facebook. If you have family or friends that aren't around the area and might want to watch the game, make sure you share this with them. Let them know that we've got it on. We do thank all of our sponsors for being on board for North Mahaska basketball this year. That includes Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell at State Farm Insurance. We've got Proline Building Company, as well as First State Bank in New Sharon, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shuttler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting. All sponsors and supporters of North Mahaska Athletics here on Steve Shetler Media. About 3.5 minutes away from starting lineups. We've got, as always, for North Mahaska, R.D. Keith hanging out with us tonight, as well as Curtis Vanderwall, back, tan, slim. He didn't hit that ice cream machine at all on vacation on that cruise that he was on. Curtis Vanderwall and R.D. with us. Guys, what have we got to look forward to tonight?
Well, it's good to be back on the air again with Kurt and Steve. And tonight, your North Mahaska Warhawks are going to take on the Moravia Mohawks out of the Bluegrass Conference, about an hour south of New Sharon. North Mahaska comes into the ball game 7-3, while Moravia is just the opposite at 3-7. North Mahaska comes off of securing a 63-21 win over HLV Tri-County on Friday, and the Warhawks are tied for third alone, I guess, in the South Iowa Cedar League standing. So it's very competitive part of the year, isn't it, Kurt?
Yeah, you're right, RD. It really is. And, we've kind of got on paper here, as we were talking a little bit earlier, we've kind of got the tale of two teams. We've got the Warhawks from North Mahaska that are 7-3, as you mentioned, and winners of 4 straight. and then we've got the Mohawks from Moravia that are the opposite, 3-7 as you mentioned, but they have won 2 straight. So I'm kind of interested to see here if that's going to continue on tonight as the Mohawks face the very formidable Warhawks here. So kind of a battle of 2 different Hawks tonight. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, North Mahaska, they average 49.3 points per ball game, while Moravia averages 42.5. Now, North Mahaska's defense, they've only been giving up 31, so we're going to kind of see how that's going to play out. Turnovers certainly can always play a role in the ball game, and tonight is probably not going to be any different. Mohawks turn the ball over 23 times per game. North Mahaska, half of that, about 12.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You know, on paper, the field goal percentage is pretty close. The free throw percentage and the turnovers, though, are really where, on paper, these 2 teams have quite a bit of difference. You know, we've got about a 2-to-1 difference in turnovers, and we've got about a 45 to 65% free throw percentage between the 2 teams. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I personally think that Moravia may be kind of moving in the right direction, and in the Warhawks, let's be honest, they've been operating at a high level most of the season. So we'll see how that plays out. It's going to be interesting to see here.
Yeah, you know, we'll see how that inside-outside game, the inside game with Natalia Linder, 6'1", on the inside, and then Carly Lake, kind of a 3-point specialist.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The Warhawks do kind of have that inside-outside deal. They got Allie Style kind of running the point, and then Carly Lake bringing in another, 11 points. Nat at 16 and a half, and then Addison and Jolene both at 5 and 6 points respectively. So it's a formidable thing to have that kind of depth here. So let's get back to RD for the starting lineups here.
Yeah, the Mohawks, they're starting sophomore, number 1, Leah DeYoung. She's their leading scorer, averaging 16 points a game. Joining her will be number 5, Brindley Swaby, a sophomore. Another sophomore, Taliesin Heisel. Senior, number 23, Jamie Self. And rounding out the Mohawk lineup is number 33, a junior, Hadley Bedford. For North Mahaska, number 10, Addison Falb, a junior. Senior, the lone senior on the team, number 14, Allie Style, will run the point. She's going to be joined by 24, Carly Lake, a junior. Linder, we mentioned before, a junior, number 30. And junior, number 50, Jolyn Fogel. We will pause for the Star Spangled Banner. All right, got Star Spangled Banner out of the way. It is time for some basketball here at North Mahaska gym. Crowd slowly filtering in. We will be giving our, at the end of the ball game, we will name our State Farm Player of the Game. So, number 30, Nat Linder, is going to be jumping against Moravia's Jamie Self. Also, she's a senior, and the ball's in the air. Lake gets the ball off the tip. She was, so that was number 13, Taliesin Heisel tipped it away from her. North Mahaska got it back. 17 on the shot clock. And that is Carly Lake.
Yeah, she knocks down the three, spot up. They found her in the soft spot of the zone, and boy, she knocked it down. That's a great start for the Warhawks.
Here come the Mohawks. Shot by Self. Comes off, the rebound goes to Linder. There goes that inside-outside look. Kind of gets away from Lake. Looked again, now she drives. 8-footer comes up short. Jolyn Fogel was there, but it looked like Self knocked it out of her hand. North Mahaska set to fire it in. Style looking for somebody. She gets it out to Falb out the right wing. She comes across the top. Wings it left to Lake. Lake puts it inside to Linder. And ball stolen away. Knocked away by Self. Picked up by Heisel. Here go the Mohawks again. Self. Linder there to stop that drive. Warhawks on the attack again. Falb in the left corner over to Lake. Lake drew a quick double team and then got it blocked. Blocked by number 1, Leah DeYoung. Moravia has the basketball out of bounds. Taliesin Heisel, she's set to, she triggers it in to DeYoung. They break the North Mahaska press. Style and DeYoung battling with it.
There's that turnover bug that we kind of talked about in the pregame for the Mohawks. We'll see if they can protect the ball a little bit better here.
There goes DeYoung down underneath. Styles got her stop and forces 3 second in the lane on DeYoung. Allie Style had rushed down there and got the stop, so Style brings it across the midcourt stripe, gets it over to Falb in the right wing. Taliesin Heisel doing a nice job with those hands. She's really getting, causing, there's another one. See, that was Bedford. And rebound comes down to Self. Mohawks on the attack, working around the perimeter. Gets it to Bedford. Bedford comes up short. Fogel there to grab it. They tried to tie it up, but she was able to fight away. Style wings it to Falb. Falb started to throw it to Style, and Style had gone past. But they got it.
Real close to a travel there.
Yeah,
but,
she was able to keep that foot. They're doing a nice job on Lake. Foul open. Hers rolls off. Rebound off to Leah DeYoung. And the Mohawks go on the attack. Shot by Heisel is off. And basket by Jamie Self.
Yeah, that's just the case there. You know, you've got the offensive rebound and just gives you another opportunity, and they were able to convert.
Yeah. 3-2 North Mahaska lead. Style was looking for a shot. Linder, her shot comes off, but she gets the rebound, gets it out to Style. .34 seconds on the shot clock, 4:10 left in the first quarter, 3-2 North Mahaska. Style looking for somewhere. There goes Lake. She dribbles into the middle, off to Foul. Foul back to Style. Style trying to go down through. Fogel, she's got it up, and she banks it off. Jolyn Fogel with a nice little jumper off the left side of the glass. Here goes DeYoung, and Carly Lake rips down through the middle and gets the steal. North Mahaska on the attack. Foul goes down the middle. Bounces it off the glass and the rim. On that rebound, foul was whistled on number 30, Nat Linder, her first team foul, first foul of the game. We've got a 30-second timeout.
Let's hear from Proline Building Company. Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust. Thanks to Proline Building Company for being on board for North Mahaska basketball. The Warhawks with the early lead, R.D. Keep and Curtis Vanderwall with the call of the game.
Moravia with the ball coming out of the timeout. Hallie Style was there to disrupt a pass right at midcourt. Got it, but Linder wasn't able to get the ball. DeYoung drives down, and Carly Lake's there to tie her up.
Yeah, Linder was unable to convert at the other end. I know she's kind of kicking herself right now. That's something that sometimes it seems to plague the Warhawks this year. Keeping their field goal percentage down in the low 30s. But hopefully after the first year here, they can continue to pick that up and convert those opportunities, especially in a low-scoring game like that. A couple buckets here and there can make a huge difference.
Olivia Ridgway has come into the ball game for Style. Jolyn Fogel bounces it into Linder for a basket.
Yeah, great look from her to find Nat on the way to the hoop.
Ridgway on a rebound of a long three that went off. North Mahaska, they lose the ball out of bounds, so
might have been one of those situations where we tried to run before we had the ball there, but it's easy to happen. It's kind of interesting after this timeout, North Mahaska's kind of went away from the full court and come out with like a three-quarter court here trap, and Moravia knocks down the elbow jumper there.
Yeah, Taliesin Heisel with the basket, and she's got the steal. And then North Mahaska seals it back. Carly Lake around the left side. Gives it off to Olivia Ridgway. Bounces it out to Fall at the top. Lake threw it into Fogel, but it came up short.
Yeah, might have got a piece of that one from the Mohawks there. So. Fouled with the steal, and boy, she's got quick hands.
Yes, she does. They're foul's going to be whistled on Brindley Swaby. Her first team foul on the Mohawks. Brooklyn Mealand, a junior, into the lineup replacing Fogel.
Now the Warhawks come out in a high-low post, which is kind of what I would expect against this zone, but they hadn't really done it yet. Let's see if this change in their offensive set will reap benefits to them.
And they caught, Ridgway took a step before she.
Yeah, maybe change pivot feet there. That's it's easy to do. You know, you see exactly what's happening. The play's unfolding the way you need it to, and unfortunately, she just got caught. And at the top of the key, you're not going to get away with that one, unfortunately.
Allie Style back into the lineup, replacing Falb. Fisher was talking to both coaches, and Carly Lake off a steal.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, she gets the ball. She knows what to do with it. I'm really impressed here with her aggressiveness early on both ends of the floor tonight.
Yeah, she had made some great strides last year and is really putting it together this year. Foul was whistled on Brooklyn Mealand of North Mahaska, her first.
Yeah, you know, Artie, that's a really good point. You know, you look up and down this North Mahaska roster, and you're like, okay, we've got Style as a senior, but other than that, the rest of the core group are juniors. So I would say the sky could very potentially be the limit for this team, not only this year, but on into next season as well, if everything kind of stays the same. So definitely a fun time for North Mahaska girls basketball.
Yeah, I agree. Faith Helmick just hit a pair of free throws for the Mohawks. 48 seconds to play in the first quarter. North Mahaska 9, Moravia 6. North Mahaska with the ball out of bounds. Style into Linder. Style takes a 3-point shot, rolls off the right side.
And about a 7-second differential here. We'll see if that matters for Moravia.
Kind of looked like Ridgway was hatching that basketball. Yeah.
Sometimes we get in interesting positions battling for a loose ball.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. DeYoung gets it into Hadley Bedford and trying to get it. Bounces off the end line. Linder into Style. Style takes it across the midcourt stripe. Over to Lake. They come out and guard her pretty quick. She gets it into Linder. Linder over to Ridgway. Ridgway gets it down to Mealand. Mealand back out to Ridgway. She makes a move in. But they're saying that she carried the ball.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of an awkward deal. I'm not sure if it was a carry or a travel or a combination between the two, but it was a little awkward. Obviously not what she wanted to do. But either way here with 15.6 left in the first quarter, here come the Mohawks.
Yeah, Jamie Self back into the lineup replacing Swaby. The Mohawks throw the ball out of bounds. So North Mahaska will have 10 seconds to work with here. Style across the timeline with 7. Gets it to Lake. Lake's looking. Ridgway, she gets it into, they can't get a shot off. So at the end of the first quarter, North Mahaska 9, Moravia 6.
And we'll hear from a couple of our sponsors.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. And thanks to Oski Dental for sponsoring North Mahaska Basketball on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube, Skunk River Radio, Facebook. We're in New Sharon tonight, North Mahaska and Moravia. Let's go to the second quarter with Artie and Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis, I looked at both coaches and looked like both of them, although I'm not a great lip reader, looked like they were talking about to take more time with that basketball with the turnovers.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's probably the biggest story from the first quarter here was just the amount of turnovers. We just saw far too many from both teams.
Yeah.
But Warhawks start off right with Style knocking down a three.
Yeah, 12-6 as we go through the first 30 seconds. Yeah, I show six turnovers for Moravia and 5 for North Mahaska in that first quarter.
She had the right idea to step through the double team there. Unfortunately, I think her pivot foot just kind of drug a little bit as she did that and resulted in the turnover, unfortunately.
Lake on the left wing. Gives it to Fogel in the high post. Style again, this time from the left side, drains another three.
Yeah, not necessarily known for the points that she puts up, but boy, she's got a really nice start here. And, Moravia on the defensive end has kind of switched it up and gone person to person here to start the second quarter. And then North Mahaska's kind of come out and changed to a slightly different three-quarter court defense again. So definitely.
It's going to be a reach in, I believe, on Fogel. Nope.
It doesn't happen very often, but when Allie Style has a big game, do we say that she's styling and profiling?
I don't see that there's a way we cannot say that at this point.
That foul was whistled on Falb. Her first. Another block by North Mahaska. I don't know whether that was Fogel or not. I think so.
Yeah, I think Fogel got a hand on that one.
There's
good.
Falb from the left corner. North Mahaska has the outside game rolling. There's Linder there too. Heisel thought she was going to get down there and.
Yeah, great job on Linder not giving up any real estate right there. Just kind of taking the player straight down the court.
Well, with those long legs, she can cover the distance.
That's something interesting about her I've noticed. She is very, very quick on her feet, and that's I think that's just a tribute to her overall athleticism.
Well, I think I've mentioned before, I mean, she is quite the long jumper. I mean, she's got 19, 20 feet jumps. She's got good speed.
I don't doubt it. She definitely does a lot of things athletically very well, it looks like.
Faith Helmick back into the lineup for the Mohawks. She's working down underneath. Linder with a rebound. Falb on the attack, gets it out to Lake. At the wing.
Yeah, that's a very dangerous thing for opposing teams. And then Lake with the steal right here, and just a great game to start the night for her.
Yeah, 5 3-pointers. There's Style gets it into Fogel. Fogel get with a basket. Heisel was going to try a bounce pass, but as she bounced it off of Fogel's foot, she actually stepped on the sideline, so it'll be North Mahaska ball after this timeout.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
All right, bringing it back live to North Mahaska High School.
Coach Moore that he's up 23-6, not down 23-6.
Yeah, you know the Warhawks, man. I tell you what, buddy, they may have only put up 9 in the first quarter, but here in the first 3 minutes of the second quarter, they've added 16 to that in a hurry. And good timeout by Moravia there, but boy, whatever Coach Moore said at the quarter break has been effective.
Yeah, 25-6 here, just under 5 minutes. Carly Lake with a steal. Gets the basket on the fast break. Another steal by Lake. Heisel tried to get it back. Linder was down underneath on the left block. Foul whistled on number 23, Jamie Self. Her first foul in the Mohawks in the second quarter. Linder's first free throw is good. Olivia Ridgway getting ready to come back into the North Mahaska lineup. Foul whistled on Natalie Linder. I believe that's her second.
Yeah, it is. That's something Coach Moore may need to take a look at. And with a 22-point lead here in the second quarter, maybe a good time to make some adjustments there, but we'll see what he does.
Yeah, Ridgway in for Lake. Moravia moving the ball. And Faith Helmuck must have shuffled her foot. I didn't see exactly what occurred there, but she got called for traveling nonetheless.
Yeah, sometimes I tell you, just something that doesn't look right to the referee sometimes will draw the whistle. And I'm with you. I wasn't 100% sure what happened there, but the referee didn't like it, so it doesn't really matter.
But like you said, Mallory Anderson is now into the ball game for Linder. Trying to get the ball into Style, who was down underneath. Oh, Olivia Ridgway made a nice fake and started to move, but somebody got caught 3 seconds in the lane for North Mahaska. Swaby gets the ball into Heisel. Style and Falber there to
Coach Moore calls the press off here, so probably the right move at this stage in the game.
Having them pull back to the half court set. Swaby couldn't hang on to it, and Stiles steals it and takes it in for the basket.
Yeah, that's her 8th points already, and she only averages 3 or 4 points a game. So for her to add that type of contribution amongst all the other things offensively and defensively she does as the floor general, it's a very good sign for the Warhawks.
And there she gets it down low to Ridgway. Ridgway with a basket.
Yeah, she's a high-energy player, and you're right, Style just found her in a good position, and she was able to convert there. Quick hands again by
Style on the steal. She's racing down. Oh, it rolls off. Mallory Anderson there to get it back, but she throws it away. Heisel got the steal, but they couldn't maintain control, so North Mahaska has the ball again. Coming into the Warhawk lineup. be number 34, Bailey Banstra. Banstra's a sophomore, replacing Falb. So we'll have Banstra and Style running the top. There's Ridgway on the left wing, over to Banstra down low. She gets it into Anderson. Anderson gets it to Fogel. Fogel back out to Style. Style runs the baseline, gets it to Banstra. And again, another 3-second call. So 11 turnovers for Moravia. I've got North Mahaska with 9, so that's not going to make Coach very happy, but they are ahead 32-6 with under 2.5 to play.
Be interesting to see if Moravia can kind of get something clicking a little bit here on the offensive side. They've really been unable to so far.
I thought DeYoung was going to take that 3, but she decided to swing it out to the right side to Kira Whitney.
Yeah, she's a player. She's averaging over 15 points a game, so it's interesting that she's been held scoreless thus far. So I think that's a credit to the North Mahaska defensive pressure.
Yeah. DeYoung into Helmuck. Helmuck gets it back to DeYoung. Three-point shot comes up way short. Mallory Anderson there with it. She gets it to Style. Style brings it across, gives it to Banstra. Banstra down in the corner to Ridgway. Ridgway dribbles. There's Banstra again. She gets it to Fogel, and Fogel just bats it back out because she knew she couldn't do anything with it. That was smart play by Fogel there. Fogel's got it on the inside block. Just a little too far.
Yeah, created a tough angle for herself, being a little too deep there. That's sometimes where that dribble to reposition could help out in that case. And
3-point basket for the Mohawks. Kira Whitney.
Yeah, that was a nice looking shot. She had one at the top of the key, a trip or two back, but didn't come up with it. But boy, there she knocked it down.
And let's squeeze in a word from Lake Painting.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
And back to the action, 1:19 to go in this second quarter.
Here goes Style over to Banstra, the right wing. She passes it off to Anderson. Anderson tried passing it to Banstra, but overshot, but Ridgway was looking. She got it. There's Style for another 3. Oh, nope, they're saying it was a 2. She apparently had her foot on the line. 34-9, inside 40 seconds to play in the first half. I think they're going to get. Yeah, Allie got a little handsy in there.
Well, she's been playing aggressive at both ends, so I know with 36 seconds left here, that's not a bad deal to make. So.
Got players going all over the floor here. Moravia had nice ball movement, but ended up losing it on the inside. Here go the Warhawks with 12 seconds to play, inside 10. There goes Style across the top. She gets it to Banstra. Banstra kind of loses it. There's Style again with a 3. Bounces off the rim and in.
When it's your night, it's your night. That was the shooter's roll right there.
All right, so we're at halftime. North Mahaska girls with a considerable lead, 37-9. Got about a 10-minute break here at halftime. We'll hear from some of our sponsors. And back in about 10 minutes with the second half here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube, and Skunk River Radio Facebook.
Hi, Clint. Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint. Hey.
How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shetler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shetler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust. And we're coming back live to New Sharon, Iowa. North Mahaska basketball, North Mahaska and Moravia girls. Just coming out of halftime. We've got under a minute before we get back into the action. North Mahaska with a commanding lead. R.D. Keep, Curtis Vanderwall with us tonight. Guys, what are your thoughts of that first half heading into the second? Let me get your mics turned on. That might be helpful. Here we go. Now you can talk. Talk all you want.
Well, we talked about in the pregame about could be an inside-outside game. Actually, it's just been an outside game. Allie Style has hit three-pointers. She's got 13 points. Carly Lakes hit 2 3-pointers. She's got 10 points. The inside girl, Natalia Linder, she's got
5, I think.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, she hit a free throw and has a couple baskets. So it's and North Mahaska starts again. There's Style. That one went off the rim. Fogel got the rebound, got it off to Lake. Lake passed it back into Fogel. Linder, she can't get the fall. Fogel pushed the ball out, got Brinley Swaby, but she couldn't do anything with it. They get the ball down to Fogel, and she's fouled.
Yeah, that first half, RD, was really, to me, the tale of 2 different quarters. We were sitting 9-6 at the end of the first quarter, and then, boy, I tell you what, it was a 28-3 quarter after that, and was impressive second quarter by the Warhawks.
Yeah. Fogel put that one right on the front of the rim, and it just creeped in. She's ready for their second free throw. Nothing but net on that one. So she's up to 6 points.
A little bit of moisture on the floor, I think, over here for a.
Is that what?
I think we might. I don't know if it's.
Oh, it's
a smudge of some sort on there.
Yeah.
Need those big circular or square ones that they use in the arenas.
There you go. Get out there and do the put some elbow grease down on the floor and get whatever it is cleaned up. And
yeah, got Superintendent Tim Viseth. I'm guessing that's that other duties as assigned.
They sneak that in at the bottom usually, don't they?
Yeah, that's the stuff that's down there in 8-point type. Eisel gets the ball in to Leah DeYoung. Leah DeYoung brings the ball up across the timeline. She's being guarded by Style. DeYoung to Bedford. Bedford back out to DeYoung at the top of the key. 18 to shoot. Gets it over to Swaby. Swaby tried to get it inside and got it knocked away. North Mahaska on the attack. Falb dribbling down to the baseline. She's bumped away, but wings it over to Style. Oh, Style hit the rim and then it hit the top of the backboard. So
not quite as friendly as their shot right before the end of the first half. There.
No, it's not.
But you're going to have that sometimes. So
Young working around the screen. She gets the ball back and basket by Leah DeYoung.
Yeah, she's our leading scorer for the season, and it's good to see her get on the right track here. Nice little give and go with a back cut there, and see if Moravia can build on this.
Here goes Lake. She gets it over to Fogel. Fogel tosses it up there for a basket. So North Mahaska answers.
I would love to see Fogel just use her dribble to improve her position. Now she made the basket there, but it was not an easy not an easy one. I think that she could really level up her game if she would use her dribble as needed to create space in there. She does a good job, and she's got a great nose for the basket. Sometimes just maybe not in the right spot, and could help herself out a bunch.
Leah DeYoung dribbled down, challenged Lake and Fogel. Ended up being fouled by Lake. Carly's first foul. Leah's first shot is good. Next one rolls off. Linder on the rebound. Yeah, she just, you're talking about Fogel, she got it down there. Lake's three-point attempt comes off, rebounded by Hadley Bedford. She gets it to Heisel. Heisel takes it over. Jamie Self out to DeYoung. DeYoung trying to challenge. She goes up between Fogel and Style. Foul on Jolyn Fogel being whistled with the foul. That's her first.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, DeYoung has she had a fire lit under her at halftime. She's been super aggressive here and has had a real good start to the second half for her and Moravia.
Well, I'm thinking that at halftime they talked about trying to go down underneath and see if they can get these free shots. DeYoung hits one of two. She's 50% on the night. Lake at the top. She gets it over to Linder and Allie Style with another three-pointer.
Yeah, just great ball movement from the Warhawks there. Just, again, make the extra pass or two passes, whatever it is, and boom. Style was wide open in the corner and knocked it down.
We've got a tie-up underneath between Fogel and Hadley Bedford. Be North Mahaska's ball on the alternating possession. Addison Falb comes out of the ball game. Olivia Ridgway takes her spot. Yeah, Warhawks using that, running those different guards in there to kind of give a different look. Style again.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
five threes on the night for Allie Style.
Yeah, it's just a wonderful, wonderful game, and that doesn't even take into account everything she's done on the defensive end of the floor, or in general running the offense. So.
Nice move inside by Jamie Self. For Moravia gets the basketball. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. North Mahaska 47, Moravia 15. Ridgway looking for somewhere to go. There's Lake, she's open. Comes off, but Linder there to get the rebound about 6 feet away. Here goes Lake, she drives in, she banks it off.
She's an extremely fundamentally sound player at both ends. She just doesn't do much wrong, ever.
There's Style on a steal in the middle. She gets it to Linder. Linder gets it down.
Great pass, great finish. Well, the Warhawks are firing on all cylinders here.
Yeah, 51-15. 3:18 to play in the third quarter. Lake knocks it away from Swaby, and then Swaby tried to pass it. And Lake with a basket.
I like that. Ridgeway didn't necessarily go to the basket, let the defender stay with her, and then made Carly wide open under the basket for the easy two there. Very, very unselfish play.
Yeah, DeYoung is challenging. The Mohawks. The Mohawks are challenging these North Mahaska shooters. Foul whistled on number 13, Taliesin Heisel. That's her first. Got some changes for the Mohawks. Number 15, JC Snow, a freshman, or JC Snow, excuse me. Number 43, Kira Whitney is back into the ball game. Also in is Faith Helmick, a freshman. Jump ball.
To style, the basket's got to look about 6 foot in diameter right now. So it's not something we get to witness all the time, folks, so enjoy this show.
Brooklyn Mealand is into the ball game, replacing Fogel.
And by the way, there is a running clock since we have such a big lead in the game.
Oh, yes, it is. Another turnover for the Mohawks. So, yeah, well, this game's going to go fairly quick. Style off to the right side, over the right wing. Ridgeway comes back across. Style open again.
Why not?
That one went around the world. Dropped in.
Well, that's 22 for her, I think. So, just an unbelievable game.
Yeah, she's having a great night. She's just harassing Leah DeYoung. To DeYoung's credit, she keeps right at it. Here come the Warhawks. Lake at the top. She gets it over to Style. Style looks back over to Lake. Lake drives, gets it inside to Linder. Linder back out to Style. Lake takes a spot inside, gets it in for another basket.
Yeah, just textbook ball movement, patience. All players that touched the ball there could have shot, but they waited to have the best possible shot.
There's significant difference in height between Taliesin Heisel and Nat Linder, but Heisel was able to tie it up.
Yeah, there's a lot of fight in number 13 there. That's it's good to see.
That's the end of the third quarter. 58-15 North Mahaska over Moravia with 8 minutes to play.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Well, we thank Oski Dental for sponsoring that third quarter that went by really quick. And now we go into the fourth quarter, which is brought to us by First State Bank in New Sharon. North Mahaska with a big lead, running clock, Hardy and Curtis.
Yeah, we're going to have to run down the bottom half of our lineup here. We got three-point shot by, that was
DeBoof.
Jade DeBoof with the shot. Also into the North Mahaska lineup, number 12, Adeline Jedlicka, 42, Brooklyn Mealand, 52, Jayla Perez,
I would say at this point we could probably pick our player of the game, but we'll keep it. We'll keep it for the last couple of minutes of the game.
Yeah, keep the suspense.
Keep everybody.
I think we all knew who it's going to be, but
yeah, no doubt.
All right, Madison Nicolato at the line shooting. I think that's number 11. Yes, number 11. And her second shot is good, so she's on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think they called it off that she maybe snuck across the line there as she was shooting. So, these games are not super fun to be in for the Moravia side of things. But one thing that's happening, and hopefully will end up being a positive, is just the fact that a lot of youngsters are getting some good game experience here because their roster's full of young, and that generally means inexperience. So maybe it'll play some dividends here in the long run for the Mohawks.
Well, back in the early 90s, they had some tremendous basketball teams. There's Jedlicka. She's racing down. She slipped her foot.
Yeah, but again, that's okay because, the exact same thing is now happening on the Warhawk side of things. We've got some younger ladies in that are doing that, and just like in life in basketball, sometimes you learn the most from making a mistake like that. So there's nothing to be ashamed of, and not making mistakes means you're not trying. So there's a lot of good things going on out here.
Meeland and Hadley Bedford tie it up. North Mahaska has the possession. Returning to the Mohawk lineup, number 1, Leah DeYoung, and number 13, Taliesin Heisel. North Mahaska gets it across the timeline. DeYoung at the left wing. She dribbles around down to the baseline. She pulls it back out, gets it into Neeland.
Lots of good battling out there.
Yeah, Meeland and Bedford again tied up. This time, Mohawks have the basketball. Here comes DeYoung across center court. Off to the right wing to Swaby. Swaby gets it down inside, and basket by Hadley Bedford.
Yeah, DeYoung had a great look from one block to the other, and nice little design play that the Mohawks took advantage of and knocked down some points.
Yeah, Brooklyn Meeland got herself caught down in that corner. And Brinley Swaby with the basket. 58-19, North Mahaska. 4.5 to play. Jedlicka. North Mahaska got the ball inside. They've got it again. There goes Meeland. She puts up a hook shot. Rolls off to Swaby. Swaby gets the ball across the timeline. There's a three-point shot by DeYoung. Coach Moore is going to call timeout and adjust things here a little bit. 4:01 to play, 58-22, North Mahaska over Moravia.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
Whoa. Hello, we are back here in New Sharon, North Mahaska basketball. The Warhawk girls out to a big lead, fourth quarter, 4:01 to go. And RD and Curtis have the call. No, you don't. Now you do.
DeYoung gets it to Banster. Banster gets it across the timeline. Isabella Patterson into the North Mahaska lineup. Banster dribbling around the top here. DeBoot gets it over. Perez caught in the middle. Held ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. North Mahaska has the possession arrow. He's switching over to Moravia here once the ball's put into play. There we go. Perez's shot comes off, but it's ball stolen by DeBooth. DeBooth on the ball. Foul whistled on Kira Whitney. Nobody in any foul trouble. Don't have to worry about that here with 2.5 to play. Perez tried to bounce it inside. Got it stolen by DeYoung. DeYoung over on the right wing. She drives down the middle. Gets stopped. Nice pass to Faith Helmick. Helmick puts it in.
Yeah, really good play there. They just DeYoung was able to initiate the drive. The defense collapsed and left her wide open for an easy 2.
Freshman Allie Cosalato into the lineup for the Mohawks. Anderson gets it back out to Patterson. Patterson over to Banster. Banster gets it to Perez. Perez back to Patterson. There's Isabella Patterson. And she bangs a 3 in.
Big smile on her face, too.
Absolutely. All shots that go in are good shots. So I hope she enjoys that moment. That was that doesn't happen for everybody. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, she's a sophomore, so she's learning. Coming up inside a minute here. Banster brings it across the timeline for North Mahaska. Gets it over to Patterson. Patterson dribbles across. Over to DeBooth. Got it to Banster, and Banster dribbled it off her foot. 45 seconds to play. Here come the Mohawks. Across the timeline. They're looking. Get it over to Whitney. Whitney loses it out of bounds. 27 seconds to play. Banster across the timeline. Gets it to DeYoung. DeYoung dribbles across the top. Over to Patterson. Patterson looked. Gives it to Banster. There goes Perez inside. And Perez with a
very nice pass. And a great finish, too.
And that's your basketball game. North Mahaska 65, Moravia 24. Well, I think it's safe to say our player of the game, I think, has to be Allie Style.
Yeah, I don't think there's any questions there. So that's the type of ball game there that you just don't see every day or week. I mean, that's a game of a lifetime right there. That's just an excellent effort all the way around. I second your motion. I think that Allie deserves it very much.
Well, not just with the scoring, but she is the floor general out there. She directs the traffic. She looks for the open player, and they move the ball around. And then her defense.
Yeah, you're not wrong. There's, her statistics show that she plays an unbelievably strong floor game, and then you add that that level of scoring tonight to it, and it's just it's huge.
Yeah, usually it's Linder or it's Lake that get all the points and all the, a lot of the press and the glory, but Allie's the one that's running the show, and tonight was her night to have a big offensive night. So good to see Allie Style with our Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, State Farm Player of the Game. All right, we've got about 14 and a half minutes in between the girls and the boys here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube, Skunk River Radio Facebook. We'll take a nice long break and hear from some sponsors. Be back with the boys here in about 14 minutes. Stay tuned.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Hi, Clint.
Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shetler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shetler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
All right, we're coming back live to New Sharon, Iowa, North Mahaska High School as we're getting ready. Seconds away from the starting lineups for the boys game, the second half of this girl-boy doubleheader. R.D. Keep, Curtis Vanderwall with the call of the action, guys.
Hey, welcome back to the second game of our doubleheader tonight. Whole different setup for this game versus what we had for the girls. Moravia Mohawks are 7-4 overall, 5-1 in the Bluegrass Conference, which puts them at second in their league. North Mahaska is 5-5 overall, 4-4 in South Iowa Cedar League. North Mahaska is averaging 49 points a game. Moravia is scoring at a 65.6 point per game clip. Warhawks are coming off a 49-29 win over HLV Tri-County. Get right to the starting lineups. Moravia is going to start 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and a senior. For the Mohawks, 0, Kason Woodward. Number 2, Elias Bronson, a sophomore. Junior number 12, Cale Moore. Senior 22, Declan DeYoung. And number 23, junior Chase Haynes. North Mahaska, they're going to start 4 seniors and a sophomore tonight. They're going to start number 4, Charlie Gumat. Number 10, Jackson Vanderveer. They're going to be at the guard positions. Number 20, Dane Van Mersbergen. He'll play that number 3 position. He's a senior. Senior forward, number 45, Caleb Hall. And then number 12, Travis Castaneda, the sophomore, gets the start this evening. Of course, North Mahaska is going to be without the services of Trent Gumat Trent DeBrine with that broken foot. So it looks like we got jumping center circle, number 10, Jackson Vanderveer for North Mahaska. Moravia's number 2, Elias Bronson, will be jumping. North Mahaska in their traditional white uniforms with red numbers. Moravia decked out in blue. They've got dark numbers with, and 10 seconds in, Travis Castaneda with a basket for North Mahaska right off the bat.
Yeah, Vanderveer found him on the run after the tip, and
Declan DeYoung answers with a basket for Moravia. Vanderveer at the top of between the circles, over to the right side, right wing to Castaneda. He dribbles, passes it off to Dane Van Mersbergen. Van Mersbergen to Hole. Hole gets it down underneath to Jackson Vanderveer, but it gets taken away by Bronson.
Yeah, just a split second late on that pass and made all the difference. But he was able to chase this rebound down.
Caleb Hall with the rebound. Dane Van Mersbergen, rolls off. DeYoung with the rebound. He's dribbling in the middle. Passes it off to Chase Haynes, and Chase Haynes gets the basket, running down the right side. Here come the Warhawks over the timeline. Vanderveer to Hole at the left corner. Up to Van Mersbergen at the top. He dribbles down and around, but can't get it to fall. Rebound by Haynes. Moravia back on the attack. Basket by Kason Woodard. There's Van Mersbergen was looking. Gets it out to Gumont on the wing. He can't get it to fall. Rebound by Haynes. Moravia back on the attack. Long shot by Elias Bronson. Castaneda with the rebound. Jackson Vanderveer with a fade away down the left side. 6-4 Moravia at the 5:19 to play in the first quarter. Moravia working around. Cross-court pass over to Woodward. Goes off. Vanderveer on the rebound. Vanderveer at the top. Looking for Gumont. Gumont puts it out to Caleb Hall. He shoots it for three. Declan DeYoung with the rebound. Heard some noise. Foul whistled on number 12, Travis Castaneda of North Mahaska, his first, team first. Mohawks take it out of bounds. I'm kind of hidden down here in this corner because of the North Mahaska student section that's standing. Moravia had 3 shots there, but all of them fell short, didn't draw any iron whatsoever.
Boy, I tell you, Coach Woodard can't be happy with that trip. Those were 3 non-desirable shots by the Mohawks, and they've got great opportunity without Trent O'Brien in the game to take advantage. But Warhawks are finding a way to keep pace here early.
Yeah, Caleb Holt gets that basket inside. Their Mohawks are whipping around. Kason Woodard with a three-pointer at 9-6. Moravia here in the early going. Offensive foul on North Mahaska. Jackson Vanderveer.
By the way, if you missed it, the North Mahaska boys basketball team was on the sports section this past Saturday morning. Fun interview. You get to know some of the guys a little bit better, including Jackson Vanderveer. So might want to go back and check that out after the game.
Number 30, Dawson Gumont into the North Mahaska lineup. Steal by the Warhawks. They can't get a basket to fall. Turnover by the Mohawks. Here comes Van Mersbergen and Vanderveer. Get it to Caleb Hull at the high post. Van Mersbergen back up. Here comes Dawson Gumont. He looked. He was thinking about it. Thinking about that three right from the very top. Vanderveer from out and about. Bronson with the rebound. He gets it to DeYoung, who gets it across the timeline. Case and Woodward. He thought Chase Haynes was going to break to the corner and did not happen.
The old zig when we should have zagged situation. You know, thankfully for the Warhawks, Moravia's had quite a few turnovers to start the game here. Hopefully Warhawks get the offense back on the get-go, but Hull cleaning up the miss. Offensive rebound pays dividends with the two, bringing them back to 8-9. Moravia lead.
Yeah, Dawson Gumont went flying down there, and then Hull was there to clean it up. Another turnover by Moravia. Gumont again, he whips it out to Hull in the corner. Rebound to Chase Haynes. That's his third rebound. And another ball into the lineup for North Mahaska's number one, Zach Vaseth. I was told by his father today that his height is a secret.
At least 6 foot.
As you know, Zach is vertically challenged, but you can't tell that because he'll dart down among the trees anytime he gets a chance. There goes Van Mersbergen. He dribbles down the right side. He's fouled.
He'll go to the line. Warhawk Spud Webb.
Yes.
I can't wait to see the dunking.
Van Mersbergen at the line shooting two.
Yeah, Dane started the game off here. He's been really aggressive. That's the third or fourth time he's made it to the basket. Unfortunately, he's just maybe had the bad angle or just couldn't convert on any of them, unfortunately, so far. So hopefully he can knock this second one down, get kind of off the schneid, and keep continuing to.
He's a 54% free throw shooter. He's missed both of those. Here come the Mohawks. 3-point shot by Cale Moore. Falls short, but they come back, and Chase Haynes with the basket. 11-8 Moravia. There goes Vaseth over to Vanderveer. Vanderveer cross-court pass to Dawson Gumont. Gumont looking for somewhere to go with it. He gets it to Vaseth. Dribbles back out on top. 15 to shoot. There's Vanderveer from three. Nothing but net.
Ties us up at 11 here with a little under a minute to go in the first quarter.
Nice ball movement by the Mohawks. There's Bronson. His ball bounces off. Vanderveer with the rebound. Van Mersbergen to Vanderveer. Vanderveer goes down the left side, gets it to Hull. Hull gets it to Gumont. Gumont can't. Vanderveer tries to go, and he was bouncing around a little bit in there.
Yeah, he didn't agree with the call, but I think that it was the right call. I think that he didn't have a super good jump stop there. So then you've established your pivot foot. And when you leave that again, you can't undo that, unfortunately.
Yeah. There's a Case and Woodward. His goes off, but they're able there to pick it up, and that's the end of the first quarter. K.O. Moore got that last basket, 13-11. Moravia on top of North Mahaska.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
All right, we're bringing it back here to North Mahaska High School. Second quarter set to begin. And a tight game, 13-11 in favor of Moravia. Art Ian Curtis with the call of the game.
Shot by Moravia. Comes down, Zach Vasa ends up bringing it back across the timeline. Van Mersbergen, long three. Rebound by Declan DeYoung. I believe I was mispronouncing that in the first quarter, and I apologize. Cross-court pass over to Kason Woodward. That's good for a three. I believe that's his second. Dawson Gumont at the top of the key. Tried to get the ball into Jackson Doak, who had come in during the break. Charlie Gumont back into the North Mahaska lineup, replacing Dawson Gumont. We got Travis Castaneda at the top. There goes Vanderveer. He goes down the baseline, gets it inside to Doak. Doak gets it back out to Castaneda at the top. They wing it around to the right side, back inside to, and shot clock violation. Logan Baldock couldn't get it off, much to the, for Moravia's defense. Nice ball movement by the Mohawks. They are just forcing North Mahaska to run from side to side. There's a long three, rolls off. Castaneda and Elias Bronson kind of battled for it, but Castaneda got the better of it. He's dribbling down along the baseline, gets it out to Charlie Gumont. Gumont to back over to Castaneda. He takes a step in, can't get it to fall. It's knocked away. Here's Charlie Gumont. He bounces it into Baldock. He's caught there by two Mohawks. Vanderveer tried a three-pointer from the left corner. Didn't go. Goes over to Moravia. Chase Haynes getting ready to toss it into full timeout called by Moravia.
And we'll squeeze in a couple sponsors.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Hi, Clint.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey, how you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, Our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see.
I think Moravia coach Clint Woodward took that timeout. Elias Bronson on that play down there with Castaneda hit the floor kind of hard, and I think they were just wanting to check on him. So, but they throw the ball away here, coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, it appeared during that timeout, RD, that he was talking about shot selection with the team, and that would probably be my observation for the Mohawks so far, that they just haven't made the best decisions on the shots that they're looking for.
Charlie Gumont with a 8-foot jumper.
That's the kind of shot you're looking for right there, and he knocked it down.
Oh, and he just stole the ball away from Woodward. Gumont gets it down to Vanderveer. Vanderveer to Van Mersbergen. Van Mersbergen got a foul underneath the basket. Foul was on number 12, Cale Moore of Moravia, his first.
Yeah, Hull had good position down there, and unfortunately Moore violated his cylinder and battling hard for the rebound.
There goes Van Mersbergen. He rolls off. Rebound off to Haynes. Haynes gets it to Cale Moore. He's fouled. He's going to the line to shoot two. Foul was on Vanderveer. That's his second. 4:42 to play in the half. Moore's first free throw rolls off. .9% free throw shooter, and he comes up empty on both. Here come the Warhawks. Van Mersbergen over to Castaneda in the right corner. He dribbles in, gets it off to Vanderveer. Vanderveer brings it back in, gets it to Caleb Hall. He misses, but he gets it back to Van Mersbergen, who finishes it off.
Yeah, finally Danga was able to get one to fall. Hopefully that takes the lid off the basket for him. He had a tough start to the game there offensively.
Oh, nice rebound move by DeClan DeYoung, and then in for the basket. There's Charlie Gumont off to the right side. He's Vanderveer at the top. Into Hole in the middle. He bounces out to Van Mersbergen, but can't get the three to fall. Here comes Haynes. Brings it across center court. Over to Woodward. Woodward with a three. Charlie Gumont with the rebound. Long rebound. Now he's dribbling around top of the key. Gives it off to Vanderveer, who works to the left side. He can't get the shot, but there's Van Mersbergen, but he can't get it to fall.
Boy, the lid is still there for Dan.
And Cale Moore with the rebound, and then Elias Bronson with the basket.
There, Hole knocks down the two off his own rebound.
And looks like we got a timeout.
Let's squeeze in a sponsor.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
And back at it, 2:50 to go in the first half. RD and Curtis take it away.
Yeah, we're having fun. We got a couple really young Moravia Mohawk fans in front of us. We're watching them with their chew toys. Here come the Mohawks. Jason Woodward, he gets it down inside to DeClan DeYoung. He had to take a couple shots at it, but got it to fall.
Yeah, he's our leading scorer. You know, he's just kind of off to a bit of a slow start, but picking up the pace here as of late.
Nice block by Vanderveer. But Jason Woodward there to get the basket. 24-17, 2 minutes to play in the first half. Moravia on top of North Mahaska. Here goes Castaneda. He dribbles through to Viseth, who's back in the ball game. Van Mersbergen down the middle. There's Viseth battling underneath. He gets the ball off to Caleb Hall. 26 to shoot. Castaneda to Vanderveer. There's Viseth. He dribbles inside. It can't get it to fall, but held ball between Vanderveer and Chase Haynes.
Stays with the Warhawks.
Stays with North Mahaska. Look for Viseth to pop out to the left side here. Bronson not wanting to let him get it. There's Van Mersbergen. He was caught between Haynes and Moore and couldn't get a shot off. Kale Moore scores on the other end. 26-17. Minute to play in the half. There's Vaseth with a long three shot, but didn't go.
We'll call that a pass to
Hall. Hall with a shot. Rebound. Vanderveer off to Vaseth. There's Hole has it. He gets it to Vanderveer underneath, and Vanderveer.
Yeah, great look from
Finally
Hall.
Gets pays off.
Yeah, and Vanderveer knocks it down. That's probably the best looking offensive trip the Warhawks have had this quarter.
Moravia's just having some balls that are just going off the rim, but they're getting the long rebounds. Bronson went down the lane.
10 seconds here.
Caleb Hall. So we're going to have to go quick here. Vanderveer kind of rolls it down there and gets the putback. And your halftime score, Moravia 26, North Mahaska 21.
And we'll hear from sponsors. Come back in 10 minutes for the second half here on Steve Shetler Media and Skunk River Radio. Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
All right, we're coming back to North Mahaska High School, New Sharon, Iowa. We're at the half. North Mahaska and Moravia boys. Moravia with a 5-point lead. We do thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. That includes Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, both with State Farm Insurance. They also bring us our player of the game. Proline Building Company, First State Bank in New Sharon, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting, all on board as North Mahaska sponsors. As we've got a few games left to go this winter here for North Mahaska. We've got we're covering all of our area teams that we cover regularly this week. We've got Keota basketball coming up tomorrow night and Pekin basketball coming up on Friday night, if I have the schedule right in my head. But here we're at the half, seconds away from the second half. R.D. Keep and Curtis Vanderwall with the call of the game. And guys, let me turn your mics on, and we'll get this rolling. Here we go.
Yeah, taking a look at your first half scoring. 10 points for Moravia sophomore Kason Woodward. He leads all scorers. Declan DeYoung, he has 6 for the Mohawks. North Mahaska is led by Jackson Vanderveer with 9, and Caleb Hull with 6. And we're back to action. Moravia has the ball to start the second half.
North Mahaska comes out here in a 1-2-2.
I think they're going to try to force them to take those longer shots. Elias Bronson with a shot. I believe that went off of Kason Woodward. He was battling in there with Vanderveer.
See what Moravia does here on the defensive end. It looks like they're picking up man-to-man.
Yeah. There goes Castaneda. He works his way down through the middle for the first points of the second half. He's got 4 now. 26-23 Moravia. North Mahaska on the interception. Calling a foul on Elias Bronson, I believe. Yes. That's his first foul.
Would just like to see Charlie take that contact and just be a little stronger with the ball in that situation. Go towards the basket, anticipate that contact, absorb the contact, and then still try and finish the play. Oh, we got a line violation here on that free throw.
So North Mahaska now is 0 for 4 at the free throw line. 2 of those have been wiped off by lane violations by Warhawks. Sometimes you need those frees.
Yeah, neither team's a great free throw shooter. Both of them are hovering in between the 50 and 60% mark. But you're exactly right. Offensive rebounds and free throws can be the difference makers a lot of times in any basketball game.
Van Mersbergen with the rebound. North Mahaska on their half of the court. Charlie Gumont, he gets it to Caleb Hull at the top of the key. Dribbles, kind of looks around, gets it over to Vanderveer.
12 to shoot.
He gets it over. Charlie Gumont just inside the three-point line. Rebound down to Cale Moore. Looks like they got a foul on Moravia.
On Woodward.
That's the second foul on Kason Woodward. Vanderveer trying to get it in. He gets it out to Charlie Gumont at the top of the key. Vanderveer comes up. He challenges down the lane. He took a step first. It's those little things.
It is, those little things They're little, but boy, do they add up big. And he knows it, and he's frustrated with himself there. But at the same time, try and pick it up here at the defensive end and go from there. He's really active up there, and there we have Castaneda make a great defensive play and finish.
Nice steal by Castaneda, and he makes the Mohawks pay. He's so quick. It's going to be a foul on Van Mersbergen. He was trying to get in front of Chase Haynes and hit him.
Yeah, just two guys going for the same real estate there, and obviously nothing that anybody meant to do, but it does look sometimes intimidating on the camera.
Vanderveer and Bronson tie it up. North Mahaska gets it on the alternating possession. 5:17 to play in the third quarter. Moravia 28, North Mahaska 25.
Yeah, if North Mahaska can just convert a couple of these next few trips, they could easily close out the quarter, with the lead here. It's a great way to do it.
Vanderveer gets a roll. He's got 11 on the night. Moravia working the ball around the perimeter. 3-point basket for Chase Haynes. Extends the lead back to 4. Here goes Vanderveer. He gets it inside to Van Mersbergen. Tips it off to Hull.
Yeah, great.
And a basket. Great basket work.
Yeah, great play by Dane there. He's not had the best night offensively, but he's still making things happen.
Moravia really likes to throw that ball around. And here comes Bronson. He whips it over to K.O. Moore. K.O. Moore with a three-pointer. 34-29, Moravia.
He's over 35% on the year for three-point field goals. So if he gets warmed up, that could be a definite difference maker here.
Yeah. Charlie Guma thought about that three. He gets it back out to the top. Castaneda, he looks. He's dribbling down. Kind of hesitated. He gets the ball back, gets it out to Van Mersbergen. Over to Vanderveer. Vanderveer works it down, takes a shot. There's Van Mersbergen with the rebound. Too hard off the glass.
That's a credit to Dane. He is having just a really, really hard offensive night, with the shooting. But he is continuing to do the things, whether it's passing or rebounding or whatever. He's making a difference, and sometimes there's some nights that's all you can do.
Elias Bronson with the second foul for Moravia. He's being replaced by Xander Martin, another freshman. North Mahaska ball out of bounds underneath the basket. Out to Zach Vaseth. He's slipped into the ball game. Here comes Castaneda. He's looking, gets it to Vanderveer on the right wing. Vanderveer again. He takes that step.
Maybe he watches too much NBA where they give you that extra
well,
step.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He sure struggled with it tonight, and I've seen him more than a few games, and it's not common for him to do that. So, but again, everybody's got off nights. So maybe a push off there from Moravia.
The ball kind of ping-ponged off of there. Looks like they're giving it to North Mahaska. Van Mersbergen into Vaseth. Vaseth comes across the timeline. He's looking, dribbling. Back out across to Vanderveer. Vanderveer wings it over to Castaneda to the left side. Castaneda down the lane, wings it back out to Vanderveer for a three. Rolls off.
Van Mersbergen hustling again hard down on the baseline, and Moravia knocked it out. I really like what North Mahaska's done here in the second half of starting Vanderveer on the right elbow extended area. Him being a lefty, it's just natural for him to get going. But we got a timeout here.
Yeah, Kevin Kelderman took a 30-second timeout.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
And thanks to all of our sponsors on board for North Mahaska basketball. Oski Dental does sponsor our third quarter, which we've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third. RD and Curtis.
All right, North Mahaska to trigger the ball back in. Elias Bronson came back in to the Mohawk lineup. Caleb Hull left the ball short. Dane Van Mersbergen, Cale Moore were battling inside.
Yeah, there's no quit Dane, that's for sure. And, Warhawks didn't end up with the ball, but they got the arrow back, so that's never a bad thing.
A long pass across court. There's Bronson. His shot comes up short. Caleb Hull gets it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer shoots it across to Castaneda on the left side, and Bronson is there to steal it. The Mohawks on the run out. Basket by Kaysen Woodward. 36-29 Moravia over North Mahaska. There's Vaseth. Bronson out on him. Heads down to the corner, gets it out to Castaneda at the left wing. Vanderveer, he's looking at the top. Down to Castaneda. And there's Castaneda with a nifty basket. 8 points for him tonight.
Yeah, nifty little move and high off the glass there. He's had some other ones go high off the glass that didn't find the mark, but boy, that one sure did. Warhawks needed it.
Nice move by Declan DeYoung for the basket for Moravia. We're inside a minute to play here in the third quarter. Vesa thought about it. He's thought about it again. Passes it off to Castaneda. Over to Vanderveer on the right wing. He gets it off to Vesa. Vesa brings it back to the other side. Bronson tips it away. Castaneda looking. Gets it off to Caleb. That was Dane Van Mersbergen. And Van Mersbergen got it off just before that.
Just beat the shot clock there. Shot clock's off, 15 seconds to go.
Here goes the Mohawks. We're going to catch a hold with 9.6 to play. Foul whistled on Zach Vasek, his first.
Yeah, only the second of the quarter on the Warhawks, so no harm, no foul there. But at the same time, sometimes this out-of-bounds play can be a little challenging to defend. Let's see what the Warhawks can stave off any more points here.
Yeah, into the Warhawk lineup, Logan Baldock, Gumont. Ball comes off. Jackson Doak also in. Kind of a scattered North Mahaska basketball. 1.2. So probably going to get to Van Mersbergen, and he's just going to launch a Caitlin Clark shot, and it comes up short. Let's just say Dane's not Caitlin Clark.
Oski Dental has sponsored our third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays, 10 to 5, or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Hi, Clint.
Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
And we're coming back to New Sharon, Iowa. North Mahaska basketball against Moravia. Fourth quarter up next. It's brought to us by First State Bank in New Sharon. RD and Curtis, take it away. Here we go.
Not sure what the conversation was, but the lead official talked to both coaches about something.
Yeah, that was certainly a interesting quarter.
My guess it was some preventive double dribble by Van Mersbergen. I think it was probably just some preventive officiating to keep.
Yeah, you might be right. Tough to see here. Let's see if the Warhawks can.
I mean, I don't think it was a major issue, but he just wanted to make sure that. Oh, in and out. Foul whistled on number 23, Chase Haynes of Moravia, his first. First foul on the Mohawks in the fourth quarter. Vaseth gets it off to Baldock. Over to Dawson Gumot. Gumot to Jackson Doak. Vaseth again. Over to Baldock. Baldock dribbles to the right side. 15 to shoot. Jackson Doak rims it off the front. There's Zach Vaseth with a rebound. And Moravia on the run. Elias Bronson with the basket. Nice run out play by the Mohawks.
Yeah, interesting lineup here from the Warhawks to start the fourth.
Yeah, I think Kevin's just wanting to spell these guys a little bit, and Van Mersbergen left it short. Tried to do a little too much. He got a foul.
Yeah, I think that's just the offensive frustration coming through.
That's his second foul. Into the basketball game for North Mahaska, number 12, Travis Castaneda. 45, Caleb Hall. And Jackson Vanderveer. So here come the Mohawks. Cason Woodward brings it across. Nice block by Van Mersbergen. Had a block on Chase Haynes, but I don't know whether they had a. Calling a foul on number 23, Chase Haynes. His second. North Mahaska have the ball out of bounds. We had some players in front of it. It was a little difficult for us to really clearly see exactly what goes on, but it sounded like 23 had kind of pulled down on Van Mersbergen. Caleb Hole's got himself trapped in the corner, gets it out to Vanderveer. Vanderveer's length helped him get that ball over the top. Doak misses it. Van Mersbergen passed it off to Vanderveer. Vanderveer. And we got a timeout called. 40-35, 5:51 to play in the basketball game.
And while we got a few seconds here, we'll just take a look at the upcoming schedule here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube. As, let's see here, we're over on the right-hand side tonight, that third game down, North Mahaska, Moravia going on right now. Coming up tomorrow, it's Pekin and Waco. Okay, I had Pekin and Keota messed up in my brain. Pekin and Waco is tomorrow night, and then Keota and English Valley's coming up on Friday night. So that is this week's schedule. And then, we start to get down to the last few weeks of the season, and we still got plenty of basketball to go. But, North Mahaska, Pekin, and Keota are the teams that we follow regularly here on Steve Shetler Media. So as far as North Mahaska goes, we have two. After this, we don't see them again until February. We'll have two games between February 3rd and February 9th. So you got that to look forward to yet here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, YouTube, and Skunk River Radio Facebook. 5:51 to go here in the fourth quarter, sponsored by First State Bank in New Sharon, Artie Keep, and Curtis Vanderwall.
Yeah, and for you North Mahaska fans, they will be back here in the friendly confines again tomorrow night, take on Colfax Mingo in a South Iowa Cedar League contest. Cason Woodward had one thing they wanted to do and then changed his mind and took a step.
Yeah, it was interesting. I thought when Coach Coverman called the immediate timeout after the basket there, that there was a chance they were going to come out in some sort of full court or three-quarter court pressure, but they really didn't. They just stayed back there. Now we had an errant pass and a turnover.
Yeah, and Cason Woodward was quickly there to get it up. He puts up a three, bangs it off the plate. We got a foul underneath.
We might have had a push in the back.
Jackson Vanderveer, that's his third.
Team second of the quarter.
Jackson is the only one with any real foul trouble. Oh, nice play by... Moravia had two shots right underneath the basket, missed both bunnies. North Mahaska came away with it. Vanderveer to Charlie Gumont in the corner. He brings it across, gets it back out to Vanderveer. He gets it to Castaneda. He goes down. He's tangled up, and Declan DeYoung with the ball puts the Moravia back on offense. North Mahaska still basically running a man-to-man, and Cason Woodward high off the glass, gets it to drop through the net. Vanderveer getting it to Hull, almost threw it away, but they were able to retrieve it. Castaneda over to long court pass to Vanderveer, back over to Castaneda. Castaneda finds Van Mersbergen in the middle. 42-37, 5-point lead for Moravia. Just such great ball movement by the Mohawks. Dane was trying to plead his case that he was not the last one to touch it, but Moravia throwing the ball in from underneath. They get it into the corner. Charlie Gumont out on the coverage. Elias Bronson back over to Moore. To Bronson. Out to Woodward. There's a scramble. And got a reach in by Cale Moore. 3:45 to play. 42-37. Moravia. That's second foul on Moore. Again, the only player in the ball game with foul trouble is Vanderveer with 3. Several players on both teams with 2. Castaneda, Vanderveer, he pushes it up from about 12 feet. He's got 15 on the night. Cuts the lead down to one possession. There goes Bronson. Out to Haynes. Haynes off to Van Mersbergen. He wanted officials just visiting with him said, hey, settle down. You're aggravated with yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. That call could have gone both ways.
Yeah, it could have gone either way.
But definitely an intent there, from Woodward with the arm out. But
again,
I get it.
And Caleb Hall, he steps in front of the pass. But again, some preventive officiating by the head official, just to say, hey, don't get a silly technical because you're frustrated with what's happening. Oh, Castaneda went down the baseline, whipped it into Hall, but full timeout called by Moravia after they got it across half court.
And we'll go ahead and hear from a couple of sponsors. Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
And of course, we'll be picking our Kelly Style Wendell Campbell State Farm Player of the Game at the end of the game, which there's only 2:39 to go in this fourth quarter. Moravia with the lead. First State Bank sponsoring this quarter, RD and Curtis.
Yeah, Moravia holding on to that 42-39 advantage. This could be a big possession for both teams. It looked like Caleb Hall was going to get a block and got a foul instead. Chase Haynes will be at the line shooting.
Yeah, he's a little over 60% on the season.
68%.
It's an interesting shooting form, but it works for him.
And he hits them both. 2-possession lead for the Mohawks. 2.5 to play. Here comes Vanderveer. Charlie Gumont, he bounces it down the baseline to Castaneda. Castaneda back to three-pointer goes off. Rebound by Moore. But Kason Woodward couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Vanderveer. Over to Castaneda from...
Quick timeout from Coach Kelderman here.
And we'll go ahead and hear from Oski Dental. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts.
We apologize for cutting that commercial off. I was a little off on my timing on that one, guys. Take it away.
All right, North Mahaska trails 44-42. They only have one timeout left. Dane Van Mersbergen on a rebound. Here comes Vanderveer across the center court.
Moravia is trying to give this ball game away with their Their questionable shot selections really giving the Warhawks a chance here. Let's see if they can capitalize.
A double dribble against Castaneda.
Must have happened on the other side. I couldn't see it, I guess.
Yeah, here come Mohawks. 3-point shot.
That's a good shot if it goes in, I guess.
Kale Moore puts the Mohawks up a 5, 47-42, 1:10 to play. There goes Castaneda back in. Rolls it off the back of the rim. Moore with the rebound. He brings it across the timeline.
1 minute to go.
And Vanderveer fouls him. That is his 4th foul. So he is going to have to be careful in this last minute. They really want to keep him in the game. So he's going to have to back off a little bit. That's the 5th team foul, so Mohawks are shooting. Kale Moore had missed 2 previous free throws, but sinks this one. 6-point game, 2 possessions. He misses the second, but he gets the rebound. But Van Mersbergen gets a rebound. Oh. Charlie Guma left it short.
It's again, that's exactly what we talked about in the first half there. You know, with finish strong. No
Here
matter if the
Casey,
contact comes or not, you got to finish
Woodward
strong.
out to Bronson. Bronson bangs it off for a 3.
The bank is open.
I don't know whether he called the bank or not, but and then a 3-pointer by Vanderveer is short, but Castaneda has it. Vanderveer back out to Castaneda. He puts it up, in and out. Rebound goes to DeYoung. Moravia back on the attack. And Kason Woodward. Well, I said that North Mahaska probably wanted to keep them under 50, but a 3-pointer for Jackson Vanderveer. Going to give him 18 points on the night, but it is a 53-45 victory for Moravia. Travis Castaneda had 11 points. Caleb Hall 8. And Zach Vaseth had 6 for North Mahaska. So, well, I don't know. You could go several ways, I think, here with our player of the game.
Yeah, you could. You know, for a night where overall the offense just struggled. I really like the things that Vanderveer did at both ends of the floor, but if you make a strong case for somebody else, I can also listen to that, RD.
No, I think so. I think Vanderveer was trying to do whatever he could to get the team to go. I think I would go with Jackson Vanderveer as our State Farm player of the game.
All right, we'll do it. Jackson Vanderveer with obviously a solid offensive game. That'll do it for our broadcast. Again, North Mahaska girls get the win, and the Moravia boys get the victory in this game. That'll do it for our broadcast for tonight. Again, tomorrow night we're in Pekin, and Friday night we're in Keota for more high school basketball. Thanks for tuning in here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube and Skunk River Radio Facebook.